Hi everybody. Just checking to see if I'm in too close or too far away. So I think that the wire is in the way. I have to have my phone plugged in. Okay, that looks good. Also, I noticed that I knocked this off. This is my little sculpture. It's not really glued down or anything. It's just something I made when I visited my son in Wyoming, and it was just amazing at the place where he was chef, and I so enjoyed being with him. I enjoyed the place where he works and everything about it. So this is rock painting. This is my first one. This is my other one that I recorded doing. I've done other rock painting, but never before this one, not on video. So just so you can see. So this, I never glued down my little sculpture here. It's just tiny pine cone, and I think that's bark. And so I thought it was so cool. This is a river rock. They actually had a lake there where the place I stayed was. So all the rough edges has been taken off, and I'm just going to get some paints out here. And as you can see from the other one, I just do what I call dot painting. I'm not an expert. I've never had any training, and I am also not an expert at mandalas, but I really, truly love how this other one turned out. And I'm also using colors that I adore. So that helps. I'm loving it. It's pretty close to each other there, right there. And I don't know that I'll use all these colors, but I'm gonna put them to save in my Fluffy Tuffy journal. So that paints are not wasted. And then I'll be able to do, I plan on doing another Fluffy Tuffy page real soon. So this one is bronze. Just make sure. Okay. Already I'm having a little argument with myself about which one do I use first. I'm arguing that the blues go first because they're my favorites, so I just need to put this down before I win my own argument. So there we go. And I used this one. This is I would say it's a chopstick, I think, but one of my dogs chewed the end off. And so that's probably the biggest dot. The next size, the next size is going to be a blue. And I'm just gonna go with this one. Just barely stick it in like that. And I go with a clock face, and I try to put them as close together as I can, but so that they don't run together. So 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. So that's where I start. Let's see what this one looks like. I'm going to go back to this side of the colors, and that might have a little too much on it. It's got to drip off the end. So I'm just going to go in between each of these blues. My dog is having a terrible time with his allergies today. And I have given him his morning pill, so it's getting close to when he's supposed to have his afternoon pill. So then I'm gonna get another brush that has a smaller end, but not the smallest end. And I'm going to do my best to go in between these. So just gonna my hand is a little bit shaky, but I just want to. There, it touched. Hopefully it will not run together. Okay. And then when I'm all done, I can still turn it over and put my little pine cone and the tree bark, if I want to, on the other side. And I'm really thinking of putting this out for someone to find. Okay, I'm going to go in between these places now, and I'm going to try the bronze, I don't know, with this same one. And if you put it down and it doesn't seem like it was big enough or didn't have enough paint on it, you can just go back onto the top of that one. Like this paint, this bronze paint, it seems to be a lot more, a lot thinner than the other paints. These are craft paints. Americana, Craft Smart, and Apple Barrel. I've had these paints for a long time, and someone owned them before I bought them at Goodwill. So I'm just, where this one is super thin, I'm just going in 2 or 3 times to make sure that it stands up off of the rock better. Okay, so now I'm going to go on the outside of this big blue one. And I'm going to use, I've used the lightest blue, the darkest, this dark blue, and so this one is what's left. It has not been used yet. And I'm just going to go out here to begin with. Just try to keep track of where you are. And how far the dots are between each other, how much distance there is between the dots. To me, that looks really pretty. It looks as if I need to maybe do the bronze ones a little bit more, like once or twice more. But for now, I'm going to leave them because I don't want to spoil the effect of what I've got going. So I'm just going to go back to the one I started with. And I'm going to put a dot on the side of the one I just put in. So you kind of pick the side and then you go on that side on each one. And now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side all the way around. And again, I'm just watching for how much distance there is between the dots so that I don't run them together. Okay. You'll watch some others that are on YouTube and some of them they just use all different colors. They don't use similar colors, like these are similar, So, you know, it's whatever appeals to your eye. It's whatever you like. I'm gonna try out this white. This is a very heavy-bodied paint. It's not craft paint, it's some kind of art paint, titanium white. So I'll just get some of that on this size, and I'm going to go right on top of this one. I really like that. Now, as well, I could use the white, and I hesitate to do this because I haven't done it before. But right here in the middle on top of this one, if I put a dot there and it's still wet, so I'm having trouble with it right away. And I'm going to leave it alone just now because I don't want to mess it up anymore. So there we go. That's how I do rock painting. And I really, really love it. If I was going to continue, I would go in between here all the way around with another of the similar colors, and I would just continue to do that. You can come all the way off of one of these that go at 12, 3, 6, and 9 o'clock. Now that at this point you can go off of these for maybe 2 paints, 2 dots. And if you step the dots out, they will, I'll show you that. You can look up on the other video. I did the step outs too. They go 1, 2, 3, and each one is smaller. One, 2, 3. Without putting any more paint on your brush. 1, 2, 3. The white paint is a heavier body paint than the craft paint, and so it takes a bit. It takes a minute to adjust to it, and so yeah, that's let me check and see how long I've been going. So that's 19 minutes, and I'm good. I'm ready to be done with that. I don't want to mess it up. It's looking pretty good, and I can go in after the paint's dried, and I can go on top of this one and write a word on it with one of my Posca pens, like I did this one. So thank you for watching. Welcome to all my new subscribers. I've been taking a break from working in a traveler's notebook that I adore and will get back to very soon. But this was requested, and so I wanted to do that before too much more time got away. So I will talk to you later, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.